Welcome to another episode of the Abundance Show, Health, Our Real Wealth. Today we have Dr. Rakesh, who is a very interesting person today. Dr. Rakesh Dashpute is the CEO of Suryaupasana Yoga and Healing Centers and also of BRT Wellness Labs. Dr. Rakesh, he has got more than 100 certificates in yoga, naturopathy, self-development from reputed institutes across the world. He's got trained under Antony Robbins on leadership psychology and has transformed more than 15,000 people's lives in the last 20 years. He has done M.Sc in yoga and psychology, and he's also MS in computer science. His long list of credentials include certified past life regression therapist, IATD certified trainer, master diabetic trainer. Dr. Rakesh has helped transform lives of some high-profile clients, and he has conducted specialized yoga workshops, weight loss and diabetic reversal workshops, life transformation workshops for corporates, banks, government schools, slums, and orphanages. Just before this interview, I was just chatting up with him. He's got a very social mindset of helping people. That's his core essence of him. He's got numerous awards in the field of social work, education, and yoga. Rakesh has written several articles on the diversified subjects on various topics in various magazines and journals. So without any further delay, let's invite Dr. Rakesh Dashpute, the naturopathy doctor, yoga entrepreneur, and international wellness coach. Welcome to the show.
Namaste to all the audience. Namaste, Satish ji. It is my pleasure to be in abundance show today. So knowing Satish from a not very long, but even the short time, really we connected with each other, and there is a good bond between all of us. So thank you, Satish ji, for inviting me onto this abundance show. And abundance start with the health.
Yeah, true, very true, very true. So let's begin by asking you this question, Dr. Rakesh. What is your background? Please give the viewers an idea.
See, like lot of time, when I have to create my profile, मुझे ही बहुत तकलीफ होता है और it's become a challenging for me because just to tell you the small story, when I was a young, when there is a school and there is a vacation, either I will join a karate class or I will join the some if nothing is there, I will started doing the puncture these things. I got the puncture ka complete kit, and I will do the that puncture ka home in my cycle only home. I will start repairing, or not on that one. I will start learning lamination or something. So if you ask me, there is so much of things I done in my life by God grace, and if you ask particularly, then the biggest thing which connected to me as well as in my life the most is the yoga. So this is a journey which started in 94, 95, little bit of more depth in the 97. Then 2000 become a qualified, like a professional yoga teacher. And so this is like a 25 to 26 years of the journey in the field of yoga. That's really, and that is the one thing which is common apart from, my psychology study, my M.Sc yoga study, my PhD ka part, or my naturopathy doctorate, or whatever I done in between all these things, or so many, being a Tony Robbins plan, I done all Tony Robbins courses. Being into this development industry means like more than 200, 250 certificates. So this is, what you can call, life showed me so many other things. And the most important part in my life that when I met with accident and maybe I started with having my neurological issue, spinal shock and all these things, from that time I started searching the different therapies. So from allopathy to the Siddha, homeopathy, yoga, naturopathy, energy healing, energy medicines, functional medicine, you can just name all of them. And I learned them, like acupressure, acupuncture, whatever is alternative therapies are there, main therapies are there. So if you ask me in that sense, so many things means I call myself as a complete package sometime because I went through all these things.
Yeah. So that was your motivation. Yeah. To understand what happens with you, with your body, and what can help you and what can help others as well through that process.
Yes. I don't teach anything which I don't try on myself first. So before launching any program or teaching anything, because I'm like a teaching experience is like when I was doing my MS in computer science in Pune University. So that is a very special course called as MCS in that time. And I was taking the classes that time itself actually. So
Hmm.
I become a teacher when I was a student myself.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
even before that one, I used to teach the kids in a schools, means like taking the small classes, teaching them. So it was like a born teacher type of thing.
Hmm.
And that's what's continue with the yoga trainer, yoga consultant, yoga entrepreneur, naturopathy doctor. Then afterwards, what you can call CEO of the two companies, being in IT field from last around 17 to 18 years.
Hmm.
So this is all given me the whole corporate experience, means all other side of the life. So
Hmm.
क्या बोल सकते हो उसको कि जिंदगी ने आपको थप्पड़ मार मार के सिखाया. So I can call it then कि life is teach you by giving a lot
By
of
the falls,
smashes on your
punches
face actually में
on your
punches दे
face.
दे के सिखाया हुआ है. And I was a boxing player also anyway.
Oh, wow.
So this is what is punch came. So this is what is
Wow.
my background exactly.
Very
And
interesting
15,000
profile.
people in the last 22 years, which lives got transformed. Somewhere on some way, I touched their life, and that is all
Yes.
the God's blessing exactly. That
Yeah.
opportunity came to me, and work in a social projects. Even in my corporate social responsibility, I run around 367 projects,
Mm-hmm.
and I got an award for that one from United Nations. But that is fine. But that is not something everything. But that is mainly what you can call it as exactly as the giving the platform, giving the energy, and doing more.
Yeah.
So this is
Very
what is
true.
about me.
Super, very interesting. So I think one interview will not be enough to get your background because I know you for some time now, but then I don't know the entire series or sequence of events that has happened. But very interesting. Thanks for this insight. So Dr. Rakesh, tell me what got you interested in the journey of naturopathy and yoga? Because you're a computer science engineer, also you're a MS in computer science. So what got you interested in this field particularly?
As I told you, the journey of yoga started before I came into the computer field.
Hmm.
So the computer or IT field is secondary. The yoga
Hmm.
was primary. So just to tell
Primary.
you, it was like when I was in 7, 8 years old.
Hmm.
Why nothing I don't know, but I was to stay in a small city in a Nasik district in Maharashtra, and where nowadays anyway the name of this person is spoiled little bit. His name is Asaram Bapu.
Hmm.
So, but when he just came there exactly, so I used to go to their satsang.
Hmm.
So the spirituality was a backbone of my life. That's what I felt from my, and it was attracted me from very young age. I
Yeah.
used to read Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna when I was 9 years, 10 years. History, geography was my favorite subject. And top of that, when then yoga comes up and yoga, physical, practical, and everything. When I done my first course, there was a batch of 37 people. Out of that one, 30 was the doctors. There was all of my father age actually, and there was all of doctor, a very famous
Okay.
doctor from that place. But in that class, I got first rank in the theory, first rank in the practical, and everything. So that's what is the that's what I thanks to the my first teacher Vishwasrao Mandlik.
Hmm.
So where they started exactly this Yog Vidya Dham in Maharashtra,
Hmm.
and that's what is this comes, and then yoga become a very integral part. And then that exploration takes me from that small city to the Pune. In Pune
Hmm.
also I learned under the big people. Even I was a part of for some time for BK Sayangar, then Yog Vidya Dham, Kaivala Dham, and even the Lele Gurji, which was teaching into the Pune stadium. And that was my learning and doing. This was my nature actually, man. तो
Hmm.
ये योगा ऑटोमेटिक ऐसे लाइफ में तो मतलब बहुत पहले से ही आ गया.
Oh yeah.
And I never left that one. Whatever is there, I work with the best companies in the world,
Hmm.
even in the like a management position to the as an individual contributor, whatever it may be. I never left the yoga.
Hmm.
So it's a yoga or yoga, what you can call it. That is like
Hmm.
a part of my life forever.
Very nice. Very nice. And how does the naturopathy part of that come in and interest in naturopathy come in?
Awesome. It's a very interesting question now. So when I was searching for this solution to my own problem, 2013, this problem is become very severe, and I started falling down from the bike. And then I don't know. Then my wife was very scared, worried. My parents, my in-laws, and everybody. So they may force me to go to the allopathy. And I'm not, nothing against allopathy or doctors, but
Yeah.
actually they made such an energetic and such an awesome person who can read one book. You can see in my back of my part. These are
Yeah.
just a sample of my book. I donated more than 10,000 books in like the last 10 years, and mainly
Wow.
in 2014. I will tell you the reason also. There's something very
Right.
good question.
Right. Right.
Then even I went to the USA. People were just giving the different name to my problem. but nobody has a solution, and they made such a very energetic, awesome person to the patient. Means I was become like a zombie into that time.
Yeah.
Means like they used to give me a lot of steroids and blood thinning tablets for spasticity reduce, and I used to just go, like I used to walk, and with this, then I came back and I started using the support. That time still I was walking very nicely. So it's a very emotional story anyway. But then it was like giving me a very, like a giddiness, uncomfortableness, and all that part. And then what happened then, I respected my wife's decision, I respected my other parents decision. I went to the Pune, I went to the big hospital in Bangalore, even I went to the USA Loma Linda University, and I came back. And then one day I told my wife, it is enough now. I don't want to carry with this allopathy treatment actually, which I done for 1 year, which actually made me the persons who read one book. That was the question I have to tell you. Like I can read the one book like 200 300 pages in a one day. This was
Wow.
some natural ability to me by given by the God actually. From the childhood, if any interesting subject of mine is there, I can finish that book very quickly. To the person who cannot even read one page actually of the book, and
Yeah.
that was the point actually. Then I feel my these books of no use and everything, and I was really going to the very bad patch of my life. Even
Hmm.
little bit of what you can call as the anxiety. I cannot call depression, but definitely there is anxiety. कि क्या होगा, because now you are in a negative environment.
Yeah.
You go to the hospital, you get admitted, you see everybody is having this different problem, and that's what I tell every time. If you want to see the hell actually, go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Not in the negative terms, like sometimes there is no choice, but actually that pain and that, that environment, and people are,
Yeah.
so depressed, so many problems, like a small kids having so many issues, to the people who are operated for the brain, or somebody has a cancer, somebody has this, all these things gives a lot of, like a
Negative vibes.
uncomfortableness,
Yeah.
negative
Lot of
vibes,
negative
so you
vibes.
can feel
Yeah.
absolutely. तो
Yeah.
वो पॉइंट था कि जो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि नो, एंड देन आई डिसाइडेड टू डू माय नेचुरोपैथी आल्सो स्टडी. Then I started
Okay.
naturopathy study, and then I started doing my naturopathy even the course. And then I just tell my wife that I want to do this one, and that was the point I took decision, and I went for this naturopathy study. Now, very interesting study. When I went there, first 2 weeks, I was not able to even forget about in the top. I was not even into the bottom actually, ma'am,
Hmm. Hmm.
because my same problem was there. But I started applying the yoga and naturopathy practically there.
Hmm.
And when I started doing that one, I there was an Indian toilet. So I used
Hmm.
to see that steroid, whatever I just put into my body, start coming out in some way or other way. I don't know what way exactly.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
there was like a sparkle, which is from my urination.
Hmm.
And then I started respecting naturopathy. Then I just combined these things. And then, to make that cut short story, that batch I become number one. I got a first rank into that one. A student from all over the India was there, and everything. That is a story to short. But then naturopathy ऐसे लगा कि यार, this is what is a missing link. योगा तो अच्छे से कर रहा था, यमा नियमा आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधि सब अच्छा, इतना स्टडी किया, पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन किया, इतने सारे कोर्सेज किए, डाइट किए, बट एक्चुअली क्या मिसिंग था? Then this naturopathy actually given me the complete package of how the healings happens, how the diseases get cured, how the yoga is not only the things which will be help you. खाली योगा से नहीं होगा. सी लाइक यू आर डूइंग योगा 3 hours, लेकिन आपका पानी है, और आपका पानी जो है वही इतना खराब है कि वो कुछ नहीं करने वाला है.
True.
तो ऐसा
Very true.
पानी पी के आप कैसे हील कर सकते हो? इफ
Yeah.
यू आर ईटिंग अ फूड विच इज अ टॉक्सिक एवरीथिंग, उसके अंदर में ही सब पेस्टिसाइड्स है, पॉइजन है, केमिकल्स है, आप कैसे ठीक हो सकते हो? द
Yeah.
माइंड, यू आर स्टेइंग विद द 10 टॉक्सिक पीपल, 10
Yeah.
ऐसे लोग हैं कि जो निगेटिव है पूरा, उनके साथ में रह के आप पॉजिटिव कैसे हो गए? तो एक्चुअली नेचुरोपैथी इज गिवन अ वेरी सिंपल टर्म्स टू दैट वन, कि जस्ट ये 6-7 चीजें आपको लानी है. स्लीप, sunlight,
Hmm.
air, water, food, and then positive thinking, being in a positive environment and avoid negativity. And that such a beautiful. Now you can see there is hundreds of books are lying behind side.
Hmm.
I studied them multiple times and then use them into the practical life. And whatever I was not able to achieve with only doing yoga and the simple just change of diet. Now when I combine naturopathy, yoga, siddha, everything together, the result was fantastic. And that's
Wow.
what I become a fan of the naturopathy for sure. So it's
Very
it's really
nice.
created the miracle. Yeah,
Very interesting. It was like the missing link which has connected the dots for you fully, no? The naturopathy, getting all the
absolutely.
essence of it together. Very nice. Very nice.
Not me.
So,
It's like a
hmm,
thousands of more people.
yeah, true, true. Yeah,
Yes,
work done by
yes.
generations of gurus and people who are siddhas in their particular field, and they've come together and they're giving you that knowledge, and that's what you've imbibed in you. Good, good, very nice. Dr. Rakeshji, tell me, what are the different therapies that you have taught yourself?
I told you that one. There will be a big list exactly from
Hmm.
Sujok, acupressure, acupuncture,
Hmm.
Siddha therapy, Ayurveda, Panchakarma, Shatkarma, like Siddha healing. Then
Hmm.
afterwards, energy medicine. Then afterwards, call as that is uh, myotherapy, all form of physiotherapy, water therapy. Then afterwards, you can call as the functional medicine. What not the name, you can just tell. Yoga means, like I visited near about all the best places in the world, mainly the India, for the
Hmm.
Ayurveda or naturopathy and all.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's a practical learning, applying on myself.
Very nice.
And this
Very
helps
nice.
me a lot. Actually, it's really helps me a lot. I created a unique program called as a toxin loss program out of this one. So
Hmm.
the toxins is the root cause of the all diseases, and remove the toxins, you can start healing. And this
Wow.
is a basic concept, and that's what I can find now. So that's what we now take a beautiful water, we bless it. We take a beautiful food, we bless it. We think about what will be the context and the like a context behind the eating or drinking or thinking. And like that is the beautiful part, and usme both hai. Then afterwards, if you ask me, I done the all life mastery, wealth mastery, date with destiny of all the Tony Robbins program. Just for your information, not to pride myself, but I
Yeah.
spent more than like a 20 lakhs just in last 3-4 years just on my education and learning.
Self-learning. Self-learning. Beautiful.
Self learning, yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh,
So that brings me to the next question: that how and why did you learn so many different forms of holistic treatments?
because one is not work on me. So
Hmm.
everything is giving me the temporary effect.
Hmm.
And once the temporary effect is over, again you are back to the normal.
Hmm.
And everybody is telling this is the best.
Hmm.
But again I find out कि ऐसा नहीं होता है कि if I go to the gym and I just strengthen my right hand and my whole body will be get benefited. No.
No.
तो सेम चीज मेरे साथ में हुआ कि कहीं ना कहीं हर एक चीज में कोई ना कोई चीज तो मिसिंग रहा है. तो
Yeah.
एवरीबॉडी टेल लो इज रेकी ओनली, तो रेकी करो, रेकी से सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. लेकिन वैसे नहीं होता है. ठीक है, रेकी का अपना बेनिफिट्स है, प्राणिक हिलिंग का अपना बेनिफिट्स है, बट it's a integration, body,
Yeah.
mind and soul ka integration. And every area of life is very important. I talks about the be and make. जैसे मेरा ये सबसे important चीज है कि how to transform self in the 12 areas of life
Hmm.
and help others to the same. Be and make, that is my statement exactly. This is Swami Vivekananda statement. Be and make, self transformation for the world transformation. So how
Hmm.
should I bring that self transformation? That's why I went to these different school of thoughts, school of yoga, school of naturopathy, school of ayurveda, school of like a personality development, school of NLP, school of whatever you can talk. Like theta healing, and like sacroid healing, whatever is there. There is so many of alternative healings are there now. People don't even know the name. 6,500 are the known therapies used in alternative healings nowadays.
Oh, 6,500. Okay.
Yes.
Actively being used. Yeah.
Yes.
So the gist of this is that basically one thing might work for someone, something else might not work for them, or it might work. So depending on the condition, that one needs to have one kind of holistic treatment,
Absolutely.
and maybe one kind of treatment will work for them, and in conjunction with something else. So all of this you have personally gone through it, so you could always relate and see that okay, what works for you? Okay, this is the best of this for me. This is the best of this for me, and then accordingly you can suggest it for your patients as well. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I also actually disagree with certain points when people try to overhype certain aspects of their knowledge and say that this is the end all. With this, you're going to get the right solution and the solution forever. What solution works for you today might not work for you tomorrow as well. So it is so transient. Great.
Just to tell you in a beautiful statement,
Hmm.
the day you went and see and you feel that the more you know, actually you don't know anything.
Yeah. The more you realize that you don't know anything.
More you realize actually, man, the you feel okay, I know so much, but then actually you realize that one I don't know anything because you went to the depth level exactly and you understand कि ये तो just starting point है. So that is a
Very
beauty
nice.
actually.
Very nice. Great, great. So, what would you say is the role of dinacharya in keeping ourselves healthy?
Very important. सी क्या हो गया आजकल लाइफ में, जैसे कि बिकॉज सी दिस लास्ट 2 years pandemics happens and everybody's corona sitting the whole day, meetings on the camera, working on the laptop and everything, and we lost our complete mobility. See, dincharya is the most important topic of Ayurveda. Ayurveda talks about your personality, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Then it's talk about the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And there is a deep concept. Maybe we'll take some time into our discussion. It can be help people a lot. But now coming to the important point, अगर आपके पास में दिनचर्या नहीं है, like people feel, oh, I should eat ice cream any season, I should eat the curd any season, I should do this one any season. Okay, like now क्या है कि जैसे कि apple is not there prepared into the South India, but we get lot of apple and then we feel, oh, why getting gas? But see, दिनचर्या का मतलब क्या होता है कि see, that is the, उसको बोलते क्या बोलते हैं उसको, टाइम, टाइम एंड एनवायरमेंट. दीज आर द टू फैक्टर्स विच अफेक्ट द दिनचर्या. कब उठते हो आप, कब सोते हो, व्हेन यू ईट, व्हेन यू ड्रिंक, व्हाट यू ईट, व्हाट यू ड्रिंक, इसका सबका एक स्टेबल है. देयर इज अ कॉल एज अ लाइक बॉडी का अपना एक बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक होता है, और दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू सिंक विद द दिनचर्या. सो दैट दिनचर्या अगर फॉलो करते हो कि अरे सुबह उठ के उषापान करना है. Now, Ushapan is a simple thing that you have to drink some 200, 300 ml of warm water in the morning. Such a simple thing, but that cleans your intestine, that cleans your whole these things. आपको ये constipation problem को reduce करता है, and all these things are happening with simple दिनचर्या. लोग पानी नहीं पीते हैं. I don't feel to eat the water. I don't want to feel the eat this one. And people sometimes do again wrong thing also. कि oh, 1 to 2 is a lunch break, mean I should eat in 1 to 2. If someday you're not feeling hungry, you should skip the lunch. भूख लगना चाहिए. बॉडी टॉक्स विथ यू. योर बॉडी इज हैविंग 75 ट्रिलियन सेल्स. हमारा पूरा दुनिया का इकोनॉमी 75 ट्रिलियन नहीं है, सब कंट्रीज मिला क्या. जीडीपी इज नॉट 75 ट्रिलियन. उतना सेल्स हमारे बॉडी में है. सो 75 ट्रिलियन सेल. तो ये 75 ट्रिलियन सेल्स इटसेल्फ इज अ यूनिवर्स इन देम, एंड दे फॉलोज योर दिनचर्या, दे फॉलोज दिस सिस्टम, दे फॉलोज दैट बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक. लेकिन आजकल क्या हो गया, पूरा वर्ल्ड इज कम क्लोजर. समबडी इज स्लीपिंग at 2 o'clock in the night, waking sometime. So dincharya plays a major role into your healing, into your energy, into your life. Satyji, you are muted. I think so. You are muted.
Thanks for reminding me. So I think we can have a separate episode itself on dinacharya, because it's so very profound and
Absolutely.
so very deep topic, and so simple also to follow if you know that. Great. So
Yes.
you talk a great deal about gut health, doctor. So why is it so important to have good gut health?
क्या हो गया, when I done this naturopathy का thing, so in naturopathy there is a one term, toxin is the root cause of all diseases, and if you address the toxins you can address everything. So then I find out कि toxins कहाँ कहाँ जमा होता है. I done a lot of huge study on toxins. तो टॉक्सिन्स एनवायरनमेंट से आता है, टॉक्सिन लाइफस्टाइल से आता है, फूड, वाटर, एयर. दीज आर द मेन 3 रिसोर्सेज, एंड देन योर माइंड, द पीपल अराउंड यू. सो टॉक्सिन्स कम्स फिजिकल, मेंटल एंड स्पिरिचुअल लेवल. So mainly when I start studying this one, and I created a program, toxin loss program. In that one, mainly the colon cleansing. The colon cleansing has different way. So I use one technique called as Shanka Prakshalna, which is my favorite, and I done a lot of research work when I done my M.Sc also. When I was upskilling by my PhD also, I was doing that work. Shankar Prakshalna is very close topic to me, but I was not using it into my practice that much. Even I know about its benefits and everything. But when I went to this naturopathy, I understand that one, the role of this detoxification. And in detoxification, when I seen the most toxic organs is your intestine, liver, kidney. Then lungs है, brain है, all cells है, बाकी सब कुछ है. Fat cells is also the one of that one. But when I find out that gut health, see, your gut health is actually nothing but mainly the part of the intestine, liver, kidney, but mainly the intestine. But now उसको अगर नहीं clean करते हैं तो nothing will be happen. So this gut health actually plays a very important role, because जैसे कि liver is like a second brain. Your gut health itself is a second universe. पूरा यूनिवर्स बचा है उसके अंदर में, पेट के अंदर में जो आपका जितने भी ऑर्गन्स है, इट इटसेल्फ इज लाइक अ यूनिवर्स. सो हाउ टू रियली वर्क ऑन दिस डीपर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन? आई वेंट एंड डन सो मेनी टाइम्स. आई डन द डिफरेंट. आई क्रिएटेड माय ओन टेक्निक लाइक एलएसपी का नेक्स्ट वर्जन, एलएलएसपी, लघु शंकर प्रक्षालना. Because Shankar Prakshalna is very difficult process and required 30-40 days of intervention. People cannot do it. And you, if they do it also, and if it's not taken proper precaution, because your immune system goes to zero. If you don't take precaution, it will be create a problem. So gut health के लिए then we start with the liver. तो liver cleansing, because liver is like a manager. अगर आपका मैनेजर ही करप्टेड है या मैनेजर ही प्रॉपर नहीं है तो कुछ काम नहीं होगा. So that's why the gut health and these organs of the gut health are very very important. And your gut, I told you, you are all these things. If you are getting the gas, constipation, जैसे कि सोचो, just take example of yourself. You get a constipation, 3 or 4 days you not went for the washroom.
Yeah.
How will you feel? और
Miserable.
वहीं पे gut health का importance start होता है. It's a miserable thing exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it, Satish ji, from my side. I think so. It's like good
Very
for
nice.
them.
Yeah. Very nice. So it's very, very informative. I think I've got a couple of other questions, like, for someone who doesn't face any health challenges, what would be the detox that you would suggest, and why is it important? What kind of detox is good? And staying fit and staying healthy, how are they different? So there are a couple of questions that are further I would like to explore further with you and talk to you. I think we can have another episode for that, right, doctor?
Absolutely, because it's good. Let the audience goes and just try to understand whatever we talk about today. Let them understand. So let's give them the one homework.
Yeah.
Write your dincharya. So before we meet next time, let them ask them write their dincharya, how much water they drink, when they eat, what time they wake up, how is their sleep quality, are they vata pitta kapha. Ask them to see our vata pitta kapha test. Ask them to understand how is their mood swing. So just simple things, like I give the questions. Monday morning you woke up, and how you woke up. Did you feel, oh, today is the work I want to do, I want to transform, this is a new week, this is a new day, and I really want to do something? Or, oh no, Friday people are happy at the evening, thanks God it is Friday, so now Saturday Sunday is off. Or Monday ko उठते ही,
Yeah.
तो ऐसा होता है, तो then it is like
Down.
you have a lot of toxins into your body. So please understand this is a toxic body. So remove these toxins from the liver, heart, kidney, and then see how it can be really impact you. So let's have them homework, the audience, and let them come back then with the next interesting questions to answer.
Superb. So Dr. Rakesh, thanks for your time. I think very important that people understand themselves, they understand their body, their mind, and their soul. And that is the best way and the easiest way to stay healthy for long and forever. Thank you for your time, Dr. Rakesh, and hope to see you sometime very, very soon for the next episode.
Thank you. Thank you, Satish. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
God bless.
Thank you. All the best.
These days, popping pills for chronic ailments have become the norm. The trend of over-medication and self-medication are getting far too alarming. Medications are supposed to help us, not hurt us. No amount of external intervention can help unless the body heals itself. Our body is known to be an abode of astonishing self-healing powers. The immune system of our body is sophisticated, and the magical recovery ways of the body is much beyond the common man's comprehension. Holistic approach to health is becoming extremely relevant today. We need to empower our body's natural healing powers by adopting lifestyle changes for staying fit and healthy. And there should be minimum need for any medical intervention. Today's progressive wellness experts are working closely to ensure that focus is shifted decisively towards preventive healthcare so that people can enjoy the fruits of good health for longer. Chronic diseases and the so-called lifestyle diseases can be prevented and in most cases also reversed. We need to focus on educating and steering people towards an integrated approach to health and life and encourage them to make healthy lifestyle changes. Let's take responsibility to learn about our body and our health. On this channel, we'll be conversing with some amazing experts who are focused on optimal health, improved quality of life, and general well-being for all concerned. More power to holistic health.